Good morning, Pipe Magic. Whoop. I had all intentions of making 2 videos yesterday. That didn't work out. We'll get to that in a second. So this morning, I wanted to tell you guys what my 3 favorite blends are. First, my housekeeping. My Peterson 2018 Christmas pipe, which is one of my absolute favorites. I really love this one. I think this might be my favorite Peterson shape. I really dig it. And it's got this band. When I bought it, it said it was white gold on smoking pipes. I feel like that's not true. Not only do I feel like that's not true, it's just not true. I think it's brass. It's very neat though. I really like the coloring. I do try to get my Christmas pipes, but the red stain they put on them just isn't my absolute favorite. I like them, but I don't know. I'm just not super in love with the red stain. Wish they'd use a different one, but I think that's kind of what makes a Peterson Christmas pipe a Peterson Christmas pipe, because all the ones I have that stain on them. So I'm gonna tell you guys about my 3 favorite blends. This is really hard. I smoke a lot of different blends. I like to keep my rotation in constant change. So a lot of times my shiny new toy will be my favorite blend. At the moment, that's the Suit Lift Crumble Cake English No. 1, which I'm actually going to do a review on today in a little bit. I'm not counting that as one of my favorite blends right now. What I decided to do was go with my 3 must-have blends. You know, they're my favorites of Vapor, English, and Aromatic. And even then, I change like constantly. I change like every day. I'm after a different, you know, I can't even keep jars sealed. I always want to try something different every day. Almost every smoke I have is something different unless I'm doing a review. But anyway, so my 2 most stocked up blends that I have are Kramer's English blend, also one that I plan to do a review on in the very near future. I've never heard anyone mention it. Everyone talks about Father Dempsey if they're talking about Kramer's. I like Father Dempsey, it's good, but the Kramer's English blend is, I don't know, there's just something about it that I really love. Is it the fact that it says that Leonard Nimoy enjoyed it? Might have something to do with it. If Leonard Nimoy enjoyed it, I would like to enjoy it, because he's awesome. Or was awesome. It really, like I said, I'm going to do a review in the future, so I'm going to save some thoughts on that and not ramble for 3 hours about each blend. My number 2, or not number 2, but my Aromatic, I'm going to go with Autumn Evening. I've already done a review of Autumn Evening. You know, as time has gone on, I went from a mostly aromatic smoker to, for a while there, I was smoking pretty much just Englishes. But I've never lost my love for aromatics, and I don't think I ever will. I understand the complaints, but every now and then I like a sweet, most of the time flavorful smoke. I think it's a nice thing to have every now and then. They're very interesting and widely varied, I guess you could say. So for my Vapor, or Virginia, or whatever you want to call it, I hate to throw this one out there, but it's definitely Elizabethan mixture. Honestly, I got a sample of it from somebody, and I only had 3 or 4 bowls of it. I had never had it previous to that at all. Wow, nothing compares to it. I really hope the Peterson Dunhill brings it back and it's exactly the same, or at least actually close, because nothing else seems to be. Wow, talk about delicious. I love that stuff. There is one I left off the list just for the sake of, I feel like just about everyone else is going to say it, which is Penzance. I almost want to put Penzance in a class its own It's like magical tobacco for those of us who like it. Some people hate it, which I do not understand. I guess it's just the Latakia. People sometimes dislike Latakia somehow. I don't know. I don't. I love it. Super love it. Anyway, so that's my my not a VR. This is a conversation video because I made one VR. I had 2 views and 3 dislikes. I had, 6 or 7 likes too, which well, no, that was after the 2 views. Anyway, as soon as I put it up, pretty much 3 people disliked it, but only 2 people watched it. Pretty sure that's just because I started it with VR, because I had kind of done one of these before, entitled it Conversation, and had no issues. Go figure. So, I'm going to let Blue Line Pipe know, and I'm not going to put that in the title. Watch. Somebody's watching this right now going, oh, dislike, you said VR. Anyway, so, this is a conversation video / whatever the other part was. So, there I was, mowing the lawn yesterday. And I'm over there mowing the back corner by my air conditioner. And I was like, oh crap, I hit a wire. So, of course, I taped it back together. It's like, all right, cool. Several hours later, I was like, why is it 90 degrees in my house? Oh my God. So I was pouring sweat, trying to make videos, which just didn't happen. I was grumpy. I had a stomach ache. It was 90 degrees, pouring sweat. It was terrible. I can't afford to do anything about it at all. Yeah, good times in life. I live paycheck to paycheck, and I just missed 3 days because of my daughter being born. So yeah, I don't even know what I'm gonna do about my bills this month, but I certainly can't afford to fix an air conditioner. So the sun was starting to go down. I was like, I gotta figure something out. I have a friend that knows a little bit about HVAC. Not a little bit, he knows a lot, but he lives an hour and a half away or so. So I called him up, and he said he would come Saturday to help me out. And I was like, oh man, thank you. You're the best. He is, Jeremy, if you ever watch this, you're seriously one of the best friends I ever had in my life, and I love you, brother. Anyway, so I took some pictures, sent it to him, and we kind of talked a little bit. And I got off the phone with him, and I came back in here. It was like, time to make a video. I sat down, pouring sweat. It just didn't, there was no way it was gonna happen. So I trudged out right as the sun was going down, and I was like, screw it, I'm turning all the power off in the house because my breaker box is all screwed up, nothing's labeled. It's not in any kind of sequence. It's like, screw it, all the power off in the whole house. And I went out there and crossed my fingers and prayed. I looked at positive and negatives and all that. I connected the cables back correctly. My air conditioner is terrible and barely does anything, but it does enough to survive and not sweat to death for a $460 a month electric bill. I got problems with my AC that I gotta get fixed. Yeah, so it took all night, but I can finally breathe in here again. He's still coming Saturday to help me figure out what the big problem is, why the house never completely cools off, and why my electric bill is $400 a month. So hopefully that will improve my quality of life, at least to the point that I know how to improve my quality of life. So a little bit of rambling, a little bit of conversation. I'm sure the only person watching right now is Smurfinelli. So what's up, Smurf? Anelli. I don't know if you like just Smurf, Mr. Smurf, or the full Smurfinelli. Anyway, I just wanted to throw that in at the end because he said that he always watches the full thing. Alright guys, I will be back in a little while. Probably be later tonight with my suit lift. Well, it's going to be a virtual pipe club review, a little conversation about the virtual pipe club, and a review of Crumble Cake, English #1. There's a K in there because they spelled it with a K like Mortal Kombat. Anyway guys, I will see you later tonight. Have a great day.